By special arrangement, the following is an unpaid program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the Found Footage Festival or VCR Party Live.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, hello, party people.
Post party, porch party, watching stuff and talking about it. Post party, porch party, post party, porch party, post party, porch party.
This month we have public domain because every January 1st here in the United States, a whole bunch of stuff goes in the public domain. This year, I think Nancy Drew was the big one, at least the first book. But you can start writing fan fiction now and actually publish it and stuff if you want to. Public domain videos is what I have. And I have a couple here from my collection. This right here is 50 cartoons. And it's 6 hours. It's an EP format. And I realized it isn't rewound at the moment.
No, that's not polite.
Yeah. But it is a lot of cartoons on there.
So are we going to watch that?
No. This has got some pretty racist stuff on it. We're not watching that.
Oh, we're definitely not going to watch that then.
Yeah, but this tape right here, this is some Superman cartoons from the 1940s, which is a lovely drawing of Superman.
It looks like a thumb.
There was a deal at a local grocery store when I was a kid. And if you bought so much in groceries, you got the tape for like $1 or $2 or something, the tape of the week. And the very first VHS tape that my family owned was a Muppet Babies one that my mom got from Avon. And then these. So these were the first tapes that we owned. But everybody released these because these cartoons were in the public domain. I want to show this one from my personal collection, which I adore. It is just the worst.
It's so bad. That's terrifying. Oh, God, no, please put that away.
So what I'm going to do is show just how bad some of them were. This is just a clip of a Warner Brothers cartoon, and it's almost unwatchable, the quality. But this is what we had in the 80s.
Love videos you can hardly see.
Yep. Yeah, I just like how blurry it all is. And
Yeah. Clearly not the best tape quality. So juicy. I hope they've got a full score on a lot of these cartoons.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. This isn't cheap animation and stuff. This was theatrically released. It just, for whatever
the tape
reason,
was cheap.
yes. There is actually cases that were reported that sometimes there was actually sometimes where it was reported that the tapes that people had were recorded over of other things. So they bought the cheapest tape stock they could find and didn't always wipe it properly.
Special surprise images and stuff thrown
Yes.
in.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like this right here. Can you even see what's going on?
It looks no, yeah, oh, that was a door, yeah.
But this is what we had, and somehow we made it work. That was dreadful.
Yeah, I didn't really retain much of it, but
Yeah. The other genre that I picked up on a lot was old films, sometimes silent films. And silent films are best watched with a musical score.
technically not silent then, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, in the original theater, they did have musicians playing music and everything.
Yeah, but it's still a misnomer. I'm just saying.
Okay. Fair enough. This right here is the 1927 film Metropolis. The reason I'm sharing this is because of how inappropriate the music is.
Okay.
This is where the main character discovers that the great city that he lives in is only great because there's all these poor people living in the bottom feeding the machines basically to keep them running.
Oh. Yeah, this does sound a bit more like a day out at the park than discovering everything that you knew was a lie.
Yes. They're dancing. See? It's happy.
They love their jobs. Who okayed this soundtrack?
Whee! It's a fun human sacrifice.
Music. God, that's hilarious.
Yeah. It's like we've got a print of this movie. We've got some needle drop music. Let's just throw it on there. I remember my brother and I watching a silent film, and it was like a dramatic scene, and all of a sudden it starts playing the Charleston. And it's like, we were like, what the heck is this?
Well, you can put your own sounds behind any silent movie, I guess,
Sure.
if that's a project you want to take on.
I've considered it. I will
think you
admit
should.
that I've thought about doing that before because there are now a lot of films that are now public domain, but the
And a lot of
music.
music too. You could mix and match your public domain,
Mhm.
make a super public domain. 'Cause
Exactly.
that's how that works, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's totally.
I mean, it actually kind of does, but it's not called that.
You want to set up your clip?
I found it on Wikimedia Commons, and I spent hours there, and honestly, this is the only video I could find that was weird enough for me.
Okay.
I think it's supposed to be for children, but I'm not really sure. And before we watch it, I would just like to apologize. This is going to be painful, but we'll get through it together. This, and I did not cut this. This is how it. Oh,
I'm getting Penny vibes of this.
right. Like it's technically pretty well done, but I think it's called something along the lines of Baby Elsa morning routine or something like that.
Yeah. Baby Elsa morning activities superhero frozen stop motion.
Yep. Oh. I love the tiny mop. This has got to be the gassiest clay figure.
Gumby never did that.
No, he didn't. Not in public.
The wink was totally necessary.
Right?
Oh, has he got the juice machine that you
Yeah.
showed off?
Yeah, see, here's the educational bit. Barely looks like a banana. He's just using all of the fruit. There's just too many lip smacks.
So what was the stuff called that was left over from making the juice?
Dregs.
The dregs, yes.
It was the dregs. Oh, wow, she grew up. Hey, this kind of ties into what you showed. Kinda.
Kinda. Is this Russian or something?
I don't know anything about it. It was just in the Wikimedia Commons. Whoever OKG is. I don't know how helpful that is for. Well, it might be credits. Love that fabulous wall behind
Yeah.
Emma. Oh. That was my favorite eating animation ever.
I like that you've ranked them.
Huh?
You've ranked eating animations.
Oh, well, I guess I can start. Well, that was easy. So that's how that happens.
I'm going to guess that somebody they thought this was funny or something, or they thought farts were
Yeah,
funny.
I think it's for children, but again, I don't know. Like children, I guess, find farts really funny. I mean, obviously, farts are hilarious. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
A full-size hairdryer. I love the smooth jazz. Oh no, we got Sponge Baby. Yep, yep. So is this supposed to be like grown-up SpongeBob? Like he looks nothing like him.
I don't know. It's just like grown-up baby man or something.
Grown-up baby man. No doubt. Baby, but you weren't off by
Oh, yeah.
much.
Because remember, Boss Baby is copyrighted.
That's true, but
Trademark.
Baby Boss is not.
Legally distinct mice. Oh my god. They look like what the drawings on some of these public domain VHS tapes would look.
It's like they're so like well animated, and yet the character designs just didn't quite make it all the way. Yeah,
Like
that seems to be a running
that
theme.
style of artwork.
Oh, but the sound effects are plentiful and very tasteful. Oh, jeez. I told you this was going to be kind of miserable.
Wow. Hey!
Wow.
Wow. Bye-bye.
This feels like it's been like 10 minutes.
It's been a while.
I think it's only like 3 or 4, but it feels way longer.
This just keeps going.
I know. I could have cut it down, but I didn't.
You want to rank your eating scenes now?
Well, I think Baby Hulk was pretty good. Solid number 2. Yeah, see, there he is. I think that's Baby Hulk. Probably not called that, though. But this isn't something you were expecting to see today.
This is not what I was expecting to see today at all.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch this all the way through before, so this is my first time seeing most of this too. Seriously, how long is this?
Show Halloween.
I love Show Halloween. There's some familiar IPs in here, and yet somehow it's using Wikimedia Commons. I don't really understand how that happened, but
So I
here
think
they are.
probably the best explanation would be is that the copyright law in the United States fully embraces parody as protected speech. So
Sure.
I don't know that you can use
Pretty-
clips of Pikachu though, but
Probably not. But I feel like no one's going to be hunting too hard for this.
yeah, I have a feeling that the IP owners are probably not worried about somebody confusing this with a legitimate product.
Aw.
Meow. Meow. Kitty, where are
Oh,
you?
poor kitty.
Meow.
Oh no.
Meow.
The little legs.
Mhm.
I like that the phone even had a little antenna on it.
Meow.
So they're just gonna sit there and watch it? Like, Seriously, I want to know like what sound pack they used. I need to get me a sound pack.
Mama.
Of course, it's a minion. So everyone knows that's how biology works, that Spider-Man and Elsa have a minion baby.
And I guess that's the end.
That's as good a place to end as any, I guess.
Was that part of that like Elsa Gate thing that was
It
going
might have
on
been.
YouTube years ago? Where-
It might have been. I'll be honest, I am unclear on the specifics of Elsa Gate. But it's very possible. I bet that's on YouTube somewhere.
Probably, yeah. So, to get back to the VHS era, I just think it might be fun to look at some covers of a movie that was believed to be in the public domain, but was not. And that movie is Godzilla vs. Megalon. The film was never in the public domain in the United States, but for some reason, I think it had to do with the U.S. distributor, didn't file the proper copyright or something, and it was just everywhere on VHS. Let's take a look at some of the VHS covers just so you can see like some of the terrible artwork that we had to deal with at the time.
Yes.
So this is the least offensive of all of them.
Yeah.
This right here was the American movie poster, so that's the least offensive one that we've got.
Yeah.
There was a double feature. They just kind of cropped it out. The snow creature, I'm not quite sure what the snow creature is, but looking at it, yeah, that's why I included that one.
It's a man in red snow pants and a yellow hat.
Exactly.
The snow creature.
And then there's this one, which looks nothing like in the movie. That's actually a promotional still from the very first Godzilla movie, which was like 20 years
He's kind
before
of
this.
cute. Little googly eyes.
And this one is one of my favorites.
What even is this perspective? I love it.
Yes. And I like how, first of all, that's not Megalon, that's Mothra.
Oh.
And I like how Godzilla is somehow like spitting into Mothra's mouth or something, like
I've
fire.
never seen a flame baby birded before.
Yeah. And the
That is a brand new thing that I have now seen with my eyes.
and what is this like cloud here?
Farts?
I don't know. And just the shape
It sure
of
looks
Mothra.
like sulfuric farts.
This one's a little better. Outside of the fact that
Why?
Godzilla looks like Cookie Monster, Megalon kind of looks like Megalon. So
What
Yeah.
I thought that Godzilla was holding something.
yeah, well,
But
his
I
hands right
realize that's
here,
now part of
the drill
Megalon,
thing.
so never mind.
but Godzilla and Megalon are shaking hands too.
They are. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's good to make friends.
They're getting along.
Yeah.
This
nice.
one is there was a common format where they would just basically take this template and then put a still picture.
Yeah.
Again, that's Mechagodzilla. That's not Megalon. So they just grabbed the first Godzilla.
Clearly, they
picture.
don't know what they're doing.
They did not care. This one's pretty good. There was an actual effort put into this one.
Yeah. It's just the face is a little derpy, is all.
Yes, and the
But
perspective
that's
is a little
fine.
odd.
It's okay that it's a little derpy. I'm okay with that. It's charming.
Yes, and like I said, the perspective is a little off, and why there's a giant Godzilla with a smaller Godzilla, and
I think it's supposed to be one of those like picture-in-picture things like they had in the 80s all the time, where you just like get up like two pictures with like one person like superimposed.
Yeah.
Almost look like they died. Yeah.
in the 2000s era, every Disney legacy film, like an older live action film, they would have what my brother and I would refer to as the head in the clouds template, because all of them just have the main character's like head up in the clouds, and then like this really generic picture down on the bottom. This one, figure out the perspective on this one. This guy right here is like all freaked out, but
he's from a different scene, I guess.
but Godzilla there's a reflection of Godzilla, but yet his tail is behind the building.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like Godzilla. It looks kind of more like a T-Rex or something. The hands are a little weird. The footprints are going in whatever direction they want to go.
Yeah, that's not where the Godzilla got to. And also, like, why is the guy scared of nothing?
Right.
Are there two Godzillas? Oh, wait. Well, maybe he's scared of... Maybe Megalon is up there scaring him.
Maybe. But I like how it says a chilling horror classic. And watch this movie at your own risk. Do not watch when you are alone. Godzilla vs. Megalon is one of the goofiest movies ever made. Like, it is not in the least bit scary. It is a very silly movie where people in rubber suits fight each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one, it's the same picture of Godzilla and Mechagodzilla in a different template. But I love how they put Katsuhiko Sasaki at the top as if anybody cared. No offense, but
Well, I'm sure that his mom cares.
I'm sure, yes. I'm guessing that was just a template that they had.
Yeah.
This one is another one that is using a publicity still image from the first film, which was 1954. And I just really liked the mix of fonts in this.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't think I've ever seen the word Godzilla in cursive before.
Yes. And
it looks so weird.
And their Z makes it look like Godgilla.
Yeah, well, cursive Z's are weird.
They can be, if you don't make them right.
Well, yeah. I don't think I've ever made mine right. But, like, yeah, because like, sometimes they end up looking like Y's.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes my Y's end up looking like Z's, which is interesting when I'm trying to write my name.
Mm-hmm. And this is not Godzilla versus Megalon, but I had to include it. This is Godzilla versus the Thing, which is the original America title of Godzilla versus Mothra.
In Kahlua.
Yes. So this is not an American release. It just says King Kong Step Aside, Godzilla versus the Thing in color. And they just found some random dinosaur picture and just threw it there. Godzilla, Hulk Lizard, and Chlorette-Proof Breath and Mega Decibel Shriek Battles, Mothra the Monster Moth. Just rolls off the top. And there's Charlie Chaplin down at the bottom for good measure.
Because he loves Godzilla. Everybody knows that about Charlie.
He did, I guess so. One last thing, which is kind of a middle finger in a way, a little cheeky. In 2025, despite years of lobbying and despite years of trying to buy off every politician as possible, they could delay it no longer, and Mickey Mouse entered the public domain. So here, because Disney can't do anything about it, is Mickey Mouse abusing a bunch of animals.
Oh my goodness. I missed this day in biology class.
Like, Mickey is a jerk in this one.
He's a gleeful jerk. Sounds so good. Okay.
He's crying out in pain. It's funny.
It's hilarious. This sounds terrible. Oh. Is any song worth this? What song is this? Farm Like Adele or something?
Turkey in the Straw.
Yeah, I knew it was something in the South. Yeah, I don't think Turkey in the Straw is worth animal abuse. Although that bowl seems to be pretty gleefully. I see he's smiling. Oh, but he's not.
Yeah, that built an empire.
Amazing.
Yeah,
And
and
technically well done, but like, why would you do that, Mickey?
I don't know.
That's-
It was a different time.
It was of the era.
Yeah, but now that is free to be put on. If you want to put that on a public domain VHS tape in 2026, you are totally legally able to do so.
That's comforting to know.
I don't know that I would recommend it, but I would just say,
You can't tell me what to do.
yeah, I would just say that the era of public domain VHS releases was really kind of special in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Because it did expose me to a lot of things that I would not have otherwise seen, other older cartoons and older movies and things like that. And that is wonderful, and I am happy for that. But I'm kind of glad that it's not, I don't have to pay money for something that looks that bad. Because now if it's public domain, it's up on Tubi or YouTube or archive.org, which is wonderful. Other than that, I would just say don't make music with animals. I think that's a bad thing. I think that's what I learned.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'll just say bye-bye. Everybody pack up and go home.